Okay, we're doing 5.1 points in the coordinate plane. Points in the coordinate plane. Okay, we're getting into kind of a crazy chapter. Relations and functions. Ugh. Okay, so relations and functions. If you flip through your chapter, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. You're going to have to learn all this stuff. Some people love it, some people hate it. Me, it is what it is. Function rules, relations, function rules, direct and inverse variations.
Is that f of x?
It's all that stuff, f of x and everything.
What about the n plus something b? There's some n b.
Y equals mx.
No. If you don't remember, it's not important. Okay, so here we go. Today, you're going to have just a couple of notes that are important. I'm going to do a couple of examples in the book, and then I am setting you free. Okay? All right. Ordered pair. You need to know some lingo. A lot. Okay, so from here on out, I'm going to be changing these posters too. Keith will just have to see it when he comes back. But we're going to be starting to get into, we got to start here so that when we get into like graphing and stuff like that, we're going to be doing the slope and y-intercept and stuff like that. You're going to be ready for it. So this is where we start. Ordered pair. I am going to be using a lot of this vocabulary, so you're going to have to get used to it. Ordered pair. It's a pair of numbers, and it's done in X, Y. And I'm going to tell you more, but it's X, Y. X always comes first. Always, always, always. They describe a point in the, sometimes I'll say on the Cartesian coordinate plane. That's what this is called, and I'm going to show you in just a second, okay? Guys, it's called a Cartesian plane. A Cartesian plane. If you forget the word Cartesian, it's not the end of the world, but you do need to know what a coordinate plane is. Coordinate plane is this. Get used to this, and pretty soon I'm going to be, you're going to be drawing these out, and my rule is you will be using rulers. I don't get strict on too many things, but these Cartesian planes, coordinate planes, I'm strict with. So you're taking notes. Don't stress if it's not completely straight, but your homework and everything, oh yeah, you're using, and I will tell you, we do kill trees in here. When we start graphing, those of you that had me last year know that sometimes it would take half of the paper if you do it correctly. If you do it sloppy, you're going to, in Algebra 1, get wrong answers. We do kill trees. So the coordinate plane, this is called a Cartesian coordinate plane, but it's a coordinate plane. We have 0 always in the middle. And if I cover this up, what does it look like? What does that look like? Don't be smart with me either. What does it look like? A line.
Timeline.
Or
Cross.
I can't remember what
Intersection.
number line. Timeline. I was waiting for y'all to say some fingers on the paper, the whole thing. It's a number line. What the Cartesian coordinate plane is 2 number lines. We have our negative numbers down here, and so on. We have our positive numbers over here. And down, this would be your negative numbers. Whoops. These would be your positive numbers. Franz, you need to take notes. This is your y-axis. This is your x-axis. That is important. Number line negatives and positives, my students typically don't, where they fall on this thing, people don't usually get confused. Very seldom. I mean, sometimes people will have a brain fart or something and they'll get confused, but very seldom. What I do have issues with is getting the lines confused, which is X and which is Y. We need to have that memorized. This is X, this is Y. The other issue is that it's divided up into quadrants. Now, I'm going to teach you the quadrants, but you're not going to see that or be asked that very often. Even after you leave here, even with other teachers on tests, etc. This is the first quadrant, and it's in Roman numerals. Second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. Now, if Mr. B was in here, I'd have to emphasize the importance of that. I'm telling you the truth. You may not hear about that quite as often. Yes, Matthew?
Usually when they have like a graph like, or a coordinate plane,
Yes.
usually they have like the X and the Y.
Yes, they do. They actually do. Not always, but they do. You're right. Now, what I like that they do, again, sometimes, depending on even your book and everything, sometimes they may not. So you just got to memorize which is X and which is Y. That's important, but guys, that other than this, the most common mistake is right here. I have kids, and you will see when you do your mystery papers today, they will accidentally switch. You have to start with X first. It's in alphabetical order, and then you go to your Y spot. Okay? Kids switch it all the time. They'll start here and then go to the X, and you don't want to do that, or you'll have a very odd shaped emoji. Yes.
Popped in my mind.
Oh no.
Oh, why? Is there a reason why they have X and Y and not some other alphabetical number or letter?
Must have come
I have no idea why they chose X and Y, not A and B and stuff like that.
So they don't have a meaning or a word to it?
Not that I'm aware of. And I can almost assure you that Dr. Gatt may not know that either. She knows everything. All right, coordinate plane is divided into quadrants. I'm just putting it in words in case you forget and you're like, why are these Roman numerals here? I mean, I know my students. And so on. Quadrants. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we'll let you copy this down. Everyone have this? Oh. Have all the time you need, Franz, just as long as you write it down. Okay, x-axis. That is the horizontal number line in the plane. So if I say the x-axis, you will know what that is. And guess, boys and girls, what the y-axis is.
The
Vertical.
Ah, very good. The vertical number line in the plane. latitude and longitude. Excellent. Oh, good. See, latitude and longitude is done just like this with ordered pairs. Absolutely. Very good connection, New. Keith, did you hear that? It's similar to latitude and longitude. Now we will test him tomorrow to see if he actually watched the video.
What do you mean? He may not come tomorrow.
If he doesn't come tomorrow, then I will, still test him. Okay, the origin. A lot of this stuff is self-explanatory, but you are still taking notes. The origin is labeled 0. It's smack dab in the middle on the graph. And it is, in fact, 0. Guys, you need to know when we're doing stuff, kids tend to, I don't know what y'all think, that it's just an O or it doesn't exist or something, because I have kids that will count from like +1 and then they'll just skip 0 and go to -1. Or one of the ordered pairs has 0 in the X or Y and it throws people off. They don't even know what to do with that 0. The 0 exists and it's right here. And if you have like X is 0 and Y is 2, then you start at 0 on X and then go up to +2. Or if Y is 0 and X is 4, or 3, let's say X is 3. So I'd start right here. If Y is 0, then we don't go up at all. It's just right here. So be really careful with that 0. It actually means something. It's the point 0, 0, looks like an owl, and it's at the intersection. Those that have had me before, what do I call the intersection?
Origin.
Come on, chat. You of all people should remember this. You're looking for not the intersection, but
Bird. Isn't that
The red light. I don't know.
What's the first?
what season are we in, chat?
Fall.
Winter.
We'll have to talk about it later.
What?
Man, oh man.
What?
All right. X and Y are your ordered pairs, and they are always written this way. This, boys and girls, is your Y coordinate, just in case you weren't sure. This is your X coordinate.
Is there going to be anything to do like X, comma, f of x,
X comma f of x?
but instead of
No, but you're moving ahead, and we consider Y with that f of x. Yes, it replaces it, but not necessarily in the ordered pair, but yes, it does replace. Oh, Miranda remembers something?
It's surprising.
I'm so proud of you, Miranda.
I still remember it.
All right, does everyone have this?
My mom said there's no nice thing.
Good for your mom. That's why I like your mom. All right, you're doing a very good job. Does everyone have everything? Let's open up our books. Okay. Y'all have your books open to page 185. We're doing examples. Come on, guys, hurry, 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 hurry. Because if we get onto our stuff and y'all want to do like another mystery picture, I'm grading 1. Guys, if y'all mess up, it's okay. I'm not grading like, oh man, this is not supposed to be cross-eyed and it's cross-eyed, or no, that's not, you know what I'm saying? These aren't going to be as hard because once you start doing it, you're going to guess the emoji. Don't cheat. Follow it through. Do the whole thing. If you finish it, then I can give you one from my file from like last year and everything. And you have, one was like a boat. One was a dog. One was a robot.
I can draw a thing.
Batman. I've got a few.
I don't remember. 'em.
Sailboat. So we can
Yes.
do those after you do the
I remember
emoji.
the dog and the robot.
In fact, if I'm not mistaken, didn't I offer them as extra credit?
Yeah.
Oh yes, I believe I did.
I did not do it.
I know. All right, here we go. So let's look at number 5. Everyone look at number 5. It says state the coordinates of the following points. Matthew.
The answer?
Yes, sir.
-3 and -1.
Wow, -3 and -1. He got it right. Let's see.
7 or 9.
For which one? We're on number 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want everyone to look on your book and look at number 5, and it says A. So look at where A is to see where he got this. He followed the x-axis to number 3, or -3, and then he went down to -1. Does everyone see that? All right, let's see. Number 7, Franz, what do you get for C?
+3.
+3, because it's X first. Good.
+5.
And +5. I'm going to call on every single person to make sure everyone can do this. Now, if you are like, man, where did he get that? If you don't know, first look to see where he's getting it. Remember, this is X and this is Y.
I don't know.
If you do absolutely do not know where he's getting this, you need to let me know. All right. Sophia, D.
+2, -2.
Excellent. Morgan, E. Number 9.
-4, +1.
Very good. Miranda, F. So find F on the line. Ooh, this is a hard one. Find F on there. Tell me what X is first. 0, because it doesn't go left or right on the number line. And then what is Y? 3. Good job. Valeria, you want to do G?
Sure.
All right.
-5 and -5.
Count again. I know it's hard. It's dark.
Oh, -6 and -5.
What? No, you had -5, correct. So you start at -1 and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the left.
Just count the squares.
And then you don't count the one you're on. So you go down 1. There you go, there you go. Yeah, you're right. Good job.
What do you mean you don't count the one
Okay, so for example, I think this might have been what she accidentally did. So let's say this is -5. Oh, I'm not doing a very good job. This is -1, -2. If she was like right here, you wouldn't say 1, 2, 3. You would start right here with 1, 2. This is negative. You see what I'm saying? Do you see where she got -5 and -4?
Yeah.
Okay, then don't worry about my words. All right.
Squares make me dizzy.
I know exactly, and they're really tiny. My book is even tinier, so I get a headache too. All right, y'all seem to know this, so let's move on to down to the bottom. It says draw and label a Cartesian coordinate plane, then graph the following points. I'm going to draw it free-handed. And that's terrible. See why you have to do a ruler? This is my y, this is my x. We're going to do a couple, and then we're going to get started. So 15 is 2 and 4. Whoops. Let's see. 2 and 4. Drew, you want to go up there and label it? Or no?
I want to go.
So, get a marker
Can I go next?
up there.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I know. Uh-huh. There you go. That would be 2 and 4. All right, Franz, you want to do 16?
5 and -4.
5 and -4. I know, my line's terrible. And then -4. Perfect.
There.
Yeah. How are we doing? Do we understand this? Are y'all good? All right. So I'm going to stop there because I think you got it. But we need to talk about the work that you're going to be doing today. So let's say, I want y'all to look up here. Let's say it was
The heart emoji.
5.5 and 3.5. So that's 5.5 for x and 3.5 for y. So you would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a half is halfway in the middle of that square. And then go up 3.5. 1, 2, 3 and a half. It'd be right here. Does everyone see that? That's how you do halves. Y'all got it? Okay, now for your emoji picture, and even the ones that, following directions is really y'all's biggest issue for these things. Now, here's one right here.
Why does it stop?
Sophia, go erase the dots, please. All right, so it says graph and connect each consecutive point until you reach the word stop. Then start a new line, continuing to connect each point until you reach stop again. So guys, when you get these, you're going to plot this point. Now listen carefully. Matthew, look up here. You're going to plot this point on your Cartesian plane. It's going to look like this. Once you plot it, I would put a check here to let you know you've done it. Yes, Matthew?
I've done this before.
That's great, but you're still going to listen. Then you're going to plot the second one. You connect these two. Don't sit there and plot all these and then try to connect it. It will be a mess. You plot one, then plot the second one, connect. Plot the third one, connect. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes? If you need rulers, yes. And then when you get to the word stop, you're done with that line. You're going to start another one. And you're going to connect these until you get to stop. Does that make sense?
When you're done with that line, you just stop the line.
Yes. Yes. It could be an eye that doesn't need to be connected with the rest of the face. I mean, seriously, if you do not follow directions, and Matthew, they've done this last year too, but I guarantee someone in here is gonna mess up.
I've done a laughing emoji.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay, are y'all ready to get started?
Yes.
Y'all have any questions? So these are the ones, oh, and by the way, there's two on the same page. Guys, they're the exact same thing. All right, I just didn't feel like cutting them all out. So you each get one, but don't sit there and think, "Ooh, I've got another one. I'm going to do that one." No, don't do that. It's one of the same. You each get your own paper. Any questions? Yes.
So like when it says stop, you stop at that coordinate.
Yes.
And then you go to the next new one, but then you have to draw a line.
You don't connect. You do not connect this one
And
And
-3 and
this
-3.
one. You do not. Because they could be two separate eyes or something like that. So you do not connect those two.
Yes, I got glasses.
All right. So I'm going to stop this. And remember, one of these is due tomorrow.
But they're the same exact emoji.
Yes, this one is, yes. So, like, here's another one. This is a totally different emoji. Wait, why is there...
Is it
Oh, no. This is this is different. They look the same because they start off the same. No, they're all different. So one of these is a grade. Don't freak out if you mess up. Then the others are going to be extra credit. I can get those to you as well. You will probably have a quiz on Friday. Okay? Quiz on Friday.